In third is Faster Bee, and then fourth on the inside, Darville. A slightly wide trip for a Major Pain as they went around the turn, and Atlantis Blue makes ground on that one's inside, and now Rising Force is a couple of lengths off them in last position. They're making the run now up the home straight and on inside the final 3 furlongs. David Dunstan and Warning Sign have now got the lead again. They move on by half a length to Gunfighter in second. Darville is looking for Racing Rome, gave a nudge to Faster Bee to get out. Meanwhile, towards the inside, Atlantis Blue is beginning to make a big move now, and so too from a long way back is Rising Force. They're racing inside the final furlong and a half, and Warning Sign has a lead of 2 lengths to Darville, who is in second. Atlantis Blue is in third. A Major Pain is getting going, but he's getting going very late. There's another half furlong to go, and the leader is still Warning Sign. Warning Sign now into second. It's a Major Pain, but the post comes in time for Warning Sign and David Dunstan. The leader is Key of Magic, and that lead now is a length and a half to Corinth in second. He now has a break of over 2 lengths back to Publish in third. On Publish outside, it is Pacifica Pier in fourth, and a further length back to Magician of Riga. They've made the turn in, they go through halfway. As they come up the home straight, it is Key of Magic, whose lead is now a length to Corinth, racing in second. Towards the inside, Publish is in third. Shaken up now on that one's outside, Pacifica Pier in fourth, and still last is Magician of Riga. Racing on now towards the final quarter of a mile, and Key of Magic has the lead, but running a little greenly towards the outside. Corinth now gets almost alongside towards the outside, Pacifica Pier, and then Publish, who's yet to pick up, and in a pocket inside the final furlong. Pacifica Pier on the outside, now Corinth into second. On the inside, Key of Magic, and then Publish up towards the line. Pacifica Pier has the lead. Pacifica Pier wins, and they're off. Stayer broke slowly. This is the 50 years together Coral Dragon Stakes, 2-year-olds over the 5 furlongs, and it is Love Olivia who claims the early lead. Lebron Power racing in second. Towards the outside, Blue Orbit racing keenly and now moves in to second place down the centre of the course. Up against the inside rail is Rogue Supremacy, followed by Killer Via. On the outside, Military Code and Stayer in the cheap seats at the back. Halfway in the Dragon Stakes, and it is Love Olivia who still has the lead, but now getting a little bit of pressure from Blue Orbit in second. Military Code now begins to make his presence felt down the centre of the course. Stayer switches out wide now to try and deliver her challenge. They're racing now inside the final furlong. Military Code has a length and a half lead with a furlong to go, but it is Stayer who is eating into that advantage. Killer Via staying on into third. Stayer down the wide outside now puts a grey head in front. It's Stayer and Military Code. That was tight. Moving up to try and claim the lead, it is Lexington Blitz in the same ownership. Down the centre of the course is Gold Star Hero. Xanthi, having broken on top, did not press the issue, and now is in a share of third with Get Ready to Rumble and Pearl of Windsor between rivals. Nadal Sheba Green is last but one, and ridden cold at the back of the field is Kaseya, and already they're at halfway. Lexington Blitz has a lead of half a length. To the outside, Gold Star Hero, then Get Ready to Rumble. Now Kaseya begins to make her move down the centre of the course, and they're racing on now inside the final furlong and a half, and it is still Lexington Blitz who has got the lead as they pass the furlong pole. The new leader, it is now Get Ready to Rumble who jumps the path. Kaseya now engages to the outside. Nad Al Sheba Green, the last to challenge on the wide outside. Kaseya by half a length, Kaseya by 3 parts. Kaseya wins on her comeback. Jeff Coons a length and a half away to check and challenge in fourth. 2 further lengths to Cash, and still at the back of the pack is Savvy Victory, and now they're on the turn inside the final half mile, and Caviar Heights still holds a healthy break over the field. It is Caviar Heights who turns in first, coming down towards the final 3. Winlord is in second, Jeff Coons in third, Check and Challenge in fourth, Cash ridden along in fifth, and likewise Savvy Victory still last of the 6. 6, on towards the final quarter of a mile, and now Winlord begins to make a challenge towards the outside of Caviar Heights, a length and a half away to Jeff Coons. At the moment the closers are not staying on, and now they're racing inside the final furlong and a half. Caviar Heights still just has the lead over Winlord. They're almost level, a length and a half way to Jeff Coons back in third. Now they've got a half furlong to go. Winlord on the far side, Caviar Heights, Jeff Coons still in third, another 100 yards to go, and Winlord are on the outside. Winlord and Caviar Heights, it's very close. Still last on the turn. Racing now inside the final half mile, and Coltrane now comes through on the outside to put some pressure on Term of Endearment. And Term of Endearment now is shaken up by Shane Foley against the inside rail. Inside the final 3, Term of Endearment is against the rail. Towards the outside, Coltrane, still 2 lengths away to Al Nair, and trying to creep up towards the inside rail is Real Dream. Now it's race on, down towards the final quarter of a mile. Coltrane with the noseband now just takes the lead. Term of Endearment, however, battles back on the inside. Now coming through to take third is Real Dream, and Al Nair is the back marker. A furlong to go in the Coral Marathon, and it's Coltrane who just has the lead over Term of Endearment. Al Nair is rallying. Real Dream still has a chance. 50 yards to go. Coltrane, Al Nair, close call. In line for home, 3.5 furlongs to run. Pendragon shaken up to the rail. On his outside, Fireblade. Triple G has also now been ridden along. Zealandia and yet to pass arrival Trailer. 2.5 furlongs to go, and now Luke Morris is driving along Pendragon to try and hold his advantage over Fireblade and James Doyle in second. Now they've got a break of about 3 lengths over Zealandia, Triple G and Trailer. Pendragon, however, is simply grinding it out in front. Now racing towards the final furlong, Pendragon opens up, goes clear by 4 lengths now to Fireblade in second, and the rest just couldn't land a glove. Now they've got 100 yards to go, and as the race gets longer, he just gets stronger. Pendragon